You're on your own this year. She's back here. She says Maddie is going to do her own interview this year, a 16-year-old, and I know you can do it. You all right with it?
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
nerves.
Maybe a little, but you
Just
know.
a little nervous. You know what? We haven't even gotten started. You've been on this couch maybe about 30 seconds. We already have 6 calls that have come in.
Wow.
Let's hear it for that.
Thank you so much.
It's a matching hour with Ultra, and look at our Ultra team. Hello, Ultra team. There they are. They're all here for you. They're all in support, getting the Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin phone banks. When the calls come in, like they are now, at 608-784-KIDS, 5437, they're taking pledges from people who care. Isn't that amazing?
It's very amazing. I'm so glad people like this are doing this kind of thing.
Maddie, you're from Whitehall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can we talk a little bit about why you're here today?
Well, last year I was chosen as one of the Miracle Kids for Children's Miracle Network, and here I am. I have a condition called cystic fibrosis, which affects my lungs, so I was just chosen to be one of the heroes, and yeah.
When you say cystic fibrosis, it's just like it's part of your regular vocabulary.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot to deal with. Do you remember back when you started feeling like there may have been something that you needed to really pay a lot more attention to? How did that start?
Well, when I was too young to remember when I was first
Sure.
diagnosed with it. My mom found out, and it was terminal illness, so she kind of had a whole fun thing with that. But yeah. So then, really, as young as I can remember, I've been like, they used to put pills in my applesauce, so I used to eat applesauce like as a baby and just.
Are they called enzymes? Is that
Yep,
what they
enzymes,
are?
yep.
Okay, all right.
Mhm.
So to get you to take your pills, you're a little toddler, and taking pills probably was not a very easy thing for mom and dad to accomplish. So they put it in your applesauce.
Mhm, they broke them up, and like there was
Okay.
like little beads, so they put them in the applesauce, and then I ate it just fine. So.
What do you think the enzymes did for you? What did they do?
Well, CF causes mucus to appear thick and sticky, like too much of it in like my lungs, pancreas, and other organs. So my pancreas, which creates the insulin and digestive stuff, could not get as much out. So when I was eating, I couldn't get as much nutrients from the food, so it would just go right through me. So enzymes help to absorb more nutrients so I could stay healthy and not get malnutrition and stuff like that. So.
You know, you sound like an expert. I suppose this is something you live with every day?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there always things that come up that you have to deal with because of it?
Well, I have to take my vest, which is twice a day. It's basically a machine that shakes my lungs to help get the mucus clear.
I think we have some vests here, girls. Do we have some vests here? Okay. So now, you just told me a couple minutes ago that you had to. Can you put your own vest on and give yourself a treatment? Do you do that by yourself?
It's basically just like an article of clothing. You put it on, you just buckle it together, and then.
Rena, put it on for us, will you? Really? Are you okay with that? Yeah. Okay. Well, it's pink. You know, it's your
pink.
color.
Yeah, I used to have pink, then I think I got to purple. Now I'm blue. But
Okay, so is it a weighted vest? Is there?
no,
does it
it's
feel
not.
Okay?
So you can you put it on, then you take like the buckles and just
Okay.
buckle
Well,
yourself in.
let's try that. Let's try to. Well,
Yep.
if you think you can. Okay. We don't have to.
I just ate Barachas.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, Barachas.
But it is an adult extra small. I saw that. Okay. So you get yourself buckled in. Okay. Now what do we do?
And then
That's good. That's all you have to do.
all right, and then in the machine part, there are 2 tubes that attach to the sides. There's like these 2 holes in the sides.
Okay.
And you just like stick them on, and they attach.
Got another call. Okay. So you're hooked up to the machine. Then
It's
what
the
happens?
machine. Then you take the other parts of the tubes and you put them into the machine. So there's 2 holes in the machine that you put them into. And then you go onto the vest. There's like an on button, and you select. I have a program, which basically there's hertz, time, and then I think pressure. So the hertz is how frequently it's
Pulses.
pulsing.
Or,
Yeah, it's
okay.
pulsing air. It's like air.
Okay.
Like it shakes you through air. And then on like pressure, how tightly it's like against you, like how much air pressure is going to be in the vest. And then there's how long you do it. So I do mine for half an hour, twice a day, and then. The first one I have it at 10, and then 12, and then 14 for the hertz. So it starts off slower and then gets faster and faster the more I do it. So
So what is that doing to your body while all that is going on?
Well, it just takes my lungs and then it shakes them, so all the mucus that's like stuck in there can hopefully get loose and I can cough it up. So,
Okay.
kind of gross.
Well, but that's what it has to happen.
It has to happen. So
Okay, so how long have you been doing the vest treatment? You can take it off now, honey.
It's really warm, guys.
Okay, you're starting to turn a little pink, so you can take that off now. Okay, thank you for showing that to us.
honestly, like I said, as long as I can remember, since I've been 2 up here.
Since
So,
you were
yeah.
2 years old? Okay. So as you grow, I'm sure you have to get new vests.
Yep, I start off with a really small one, and then even before I was 2, there were these little cups that my parents did, and they'd like pat my back, so it's like a lot less harsh on the body, I guess. So that was like more of a like massage almost that they gave me, so I could have the same effect when I was younger. So
Honey, what happens when you get a cold? Just like some of us, we just get colds and for a day or two we're feeling kind of crummy, but we still go to work and we still get through it. What happens if you get a cold?
Yeah, this past like couple of weeks I've had a cold. So basically what happens is I get the cold, same as usual, runny nose, whatever, and then my throat gets sore. Then usually what happens is I don't have a runny nose, that's all gone, but then my throat gets really sore. Like I can't speak for a couple days, and then I'm still on the rebound of that where my throat is so sore that it's like coming back very, very slowly, which also kind of affects school because I like to sing a lot, so I can't really do that as much. But then I had to get an antibiotic to get rid of it, so I was on that for a week or two. So hopefully,
Sometime with a common cold, like what you get with a virus, you don't take antibiotics, but for you need to,
Yep.
right? Because what happens if the cold gets out of control?
then it can lead to basically my lungs are more susceptible already to diseases because of the whole like thick mucus. Like bacteria can get stuck in that mucus really easily and stay in there for a long time. So basically, it could get so bad that I'm gonna have to be hospitalized. So it's very like it can easily get out of control. So it's usually like I already take antibiotics like on a weekly basis. So I just need to get under control before it gets out of hand. So
We have another call.
you do.
We're up to 8 calls right now.
Wow.
It's 608-784-KIDS 5437. It's the Radiothon, and we have the Ultra Federal Credit Union team answering the phone calls and taking the pledges. How many times do you think, now this is probably maybe a question for Mom to jump in here. How many times do you remember or think you've been hospitalized because of your condition?
Only once, actually, which is
Only? That's
incredibly lucky
wonderful.
for my case. It was around, I think I was like 11. Yeah, around 11 or 12. I had just gotten back from a trip, and I was just like pale all the time. I was weak. I was sick. And then, funny enough, my school was having the CF week to celebrate CF, which is really awesome. But then I got really sick, super high fever, and then we went to the ER. I had the fever of 103. So that was not good. That was really bad because a common cold already is such a struggle. So basically we went to the hospital and then had what was called a tune-up for CF, where they pumped me full of antibiotics for around 10 days and then sent me on my way. So I had a PICC line that they administered the antibiotics, they went straight up to my heart, and then just stay in the hospital for 10 days and chilled out there. So
We're here for Children's Miracle Network. And your mom brought you today, although you drove here. Congratulations on that. Almost a driver. Congratulations. But you came back to give back because you've received from Children's
Yes,
Miracle Network.
and
Can
then-
you tell us about that?
yeah, and when I was in the hospital, actually, CMN gave meal vouchers for my parents and other relatives so they could have, they could stay in after about, meals, and they could just, because that was kind of, when I was young, I was kind of scared because that's the first time I've been to the hospital for a long time. So
Right, and you want somebody with you.
that was very comforting. And then also a little bit farther back, before I was hospitalized, I wanted to go to this STEPS camp, which is basically science, technology, engineering, mathematics. It was a really cool camp, but I couldn't really go to it. Also, I should say, with CF, you can't be within an 8-foot radius of someone else who does have CF because bacteria and really anything pretty much can travel between very easily. So you can't really go to a camp for CF unless you're in a big bubble and everyone else is in a big
What
bubble.
fun would that be?
And so it's easier. That's
Another one came in. Yay!
And then And that's where I think also internet has helped because there's all these support groups and stuff online that you can talk to and then relate to other people with CF. But I wanted to go to this camp really badly. So then Simone was like, hey, we can sponsor that for you. So I went to this cool camp for a week. I built some robots. It was pretty cool. So, and then actually now this past summer, one more thing they've done for me so far is there's this music camp called Dorian in Decorah, Iowa at Luther College. So it was like really cool. My brother had gone to it before and I really wanted to go to it. So they were like, hey, we can sponsor you again. So I got to go to that for a week as well, and it was an amazing experience.
So music is big in your life.
I enjoy music a lot. I sing, I play French horn, I just play piano, enjoy every part of it. So
With playing the French horn, are you able with, your air capacity? How does that work?
honestly,
you okay?
with French horn, it's not as bad, but more vocally. Like my solo this past year that I was singing, we had to almost incorporate more points for me to breathe because I couldn't I didn't have as much lung capacity to sing as long and as loudly as I wanted to. So there is a little bit of hindrance with that, but generally it hasn't affected me as much as other people could have been. So yeah, kind of fortunate in that point.
Sometimes do you wish there's things that you could do that you really aren't able to?
Honestly, just more in sports, I guess. I do dance. I dance every week. I've been doing it for a long time. But I'd say middle school, I just kind of stopped playing volleyball. It's so much work and I don't know if I can keep up. It's just especially with track too. In 8th grade I was in track, or even cross country. It was almost too much. I couldn't get enough air in, and just exercising heavily for long periods of time, really I can't do very much. It's just kind of impossible. So
Well, it sounds to me like you've found a lot of other interests and things to do.
and I do have to stay active. So I do have other things I do, and I'm in wrestling cheers. So there's workouts there, but it's not long periods of activity. So I am getting activity, but in a lesser amount.
So we're up to 8 calls, and it's a matching hour, so your money goes further with Ultra up to $1,000. It's 608-784-KIDS, KIDS, 5437. Maddy Frank is with us. Mom is here somewhere. You came from Whitehall. What's your high school?
Whitehall Memorial.
Oh, all right. No school today?
No, we had parent-teacher conferences yesterday, so then we got school off today because
Okay.
I have school on the Friday and then have a weekend.
Yeah, exactly. What's one of your favorite things, your subjects in school?
I really enjoy art. That's
Art?
my favorite, I gotta say. And then music, but
You sent a picture in to the girls, to the CMN staff, and it's a picture of you in front of a sidewalk. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So this past summer, I went to Eau Claire's Chalk Fest, which is basically this massive event where anyone can sign up and they get a square of sidewalk. This is by UW Eau Claire, that area. So then you sign up, you pay a fee, you get a section of sidewalk, and you can basically do anything you want on it with chalk. And then you get judged, and I was in the youth part of it, so I sadly didn't win, but there was 900 people there. A very big event. It was very, very big.
Well, it's gorgeous. It looks like you did sunflowers in different
yeah,
colors.
I don't remember what the flower is called, but I found this on Google, looked it up on the internet. There was this flower, and then it was in all these different shades, so I was I could do that. But then I kind of made it pop art, where I gave it contrasting colors and all these funky, there's a green one, pink one, red one, yellow one. So
It's really cool. That was
I
nice that
enjoyed
you
it.
guys-
It was really fun.
Nice that you guys sent that picture in for us. We're up to 9 calls. 9 is where we're at 608-784-KIDS, 5437. So we're here today having a conversation. You have opened up to us unbelievably, told us what's going on in your life, how you're dealing with it. We got somebody at home listening, trying to decide if they should pick up the phone and make a call. What would you say to them?
You should really do it. It impacts a lot of lives, and people really do need it's incredible how far gas money can go for a child, for parents that need to go to a hospital, or food vouchers for people that need a meal that they just can't. It's just amazing. It literally works miracles, as the name says, and it's just such a fantastic program, and I could not endorse it enough. It's absolutely amazing, and they do amazing things. So
Do you think with what you deal with on a daily basis, does that have a little bit of a trickle-down effect of, for your mom and dad? Do you feel like there's things that maybe as a family that sometimes you're not able to do together?
Honestly, we don't really do. We aren't really a outside kind of family. Like we don't enjoy like camping as much, I think, as other people would.
You
So
camp in motels? That's how you camp? Yeah, there you go.
But we just enjoy like I like rock band we have at home. Like we do like family activities like board games and stuff in like the house. And I guess that maybe we would do other things if I didn't have CF. But honestly, I'm fine with the way it is. It's just
Well, you're amazing. Your family's amazing. Thank you for making a trip in and spending some time with us today. Isn't she incredible, you guys? Isn't she great? Let's hear it. Go. All right, Maddy, thank you so much for coming in. Anything you want to leave us with?
donate. There's nothing bad that can come out of it. It only works miracles. So thank you so much.
That's the way to close it down. Put your money where the miracles are, a service of the La Crosse Media Group.
Thank you, Joni. Wow. Man, that's just absolutely fabulous. So let's keep those phones rolling because we really need to get the money in. We got 9 calls in for her. I know we can do much better than that. 784-KIDS, 784-5437. That is the number to call on our Versity phone bank. It is this hour by Ultra Federal Credit Union. Now, Ultra is matching up to $1,000 this hour, and that means we've got about 25 minutes left to get to that amount. We've got to make it happen. 784-KIDS, 784-5437. It's one of those special hours that you wait for because you like to put your pledge in during a special hour. Well, this is that special hour. 784-5437, the Children's Miracle Network Hospitals Radiothon.